shit wet.
And just really hurt you. The space between the lines is just too much, and your opponent can just wreak havoc with their attack.
Well, the early chance has fallen the way of his opponent. Marcus with a wry smile. A rebound coming in off his defender. That is an early setback for Marcus Gomes, but everything going to plan for Aneyza.
Alas, he has to fight back. He has to be decisive in his attack. And the way you avoid those chances happening, as blunt as it may sound, is avoid giving that ball away in any situation.
Possession in a good area for Marcus Gomes. He's through with Pele and makes it 1-1 very quickly. The old blowing on the fingers, get the sweat off those hands as early as it is on Championship Sunday.
I'm just a massive fan of players making big adjustments, but that's not the right read there from Marcus. And Aneyza having options, opting to go back, trying to bridge his way through. Marcus a little bit unlucky with that challenge. R9 for Aneyza, finishes it, puts it in the back left corner, and Marcus has gone another goal down.
Marcus leaning in, playing it to that front post, flick on header, leaves the goalkeeper grasping onto thin air. CR7 heading it in at the near post, and Marcus has levelled it at 2-2. What has Aneyza got for us in response? Vanessa saving it on the first occasion, but not on the second. The ball rebounding back to Aneyza, and that's probably why you see the no celebration for Marcus Gomes. If anything, the free kick a little closer to goal than you might like, but certainly not impossible to pull it off should he wish to take it directly. Like every other competitor, he pulls out something out of the training ground. The difference is Marcus Gomes is special, and Pele with the goal of the day so far.
Again, just stunning build-up from Neza, so much patience involved. And we'll see who he opts to take the penalty with. Obviously not using Neymar, the run-up a little bit too long for his liking.
R9 it is for Aneyza, and he goes more or less down the middle. Marcus sends the keeper to the left-hand side, and it is now a 3-goal lead on aggregate. What has Marcus Gomes got left in the tank?
Mark just in his head the slightest bit as well. And we'll see him sit off once again with passing options for Nazir to make player runs through. Fake shots, puts it in the bottom left-hand corner, and that was inevitable with the amount of possession that Nazir has had in this contest.
Because quite frankly, nothing much has happened. Vieira to Mbappe, Ronaldo. This is the moment for two, and it's low and fantastic into that bottom corner. R9 with the celebration. The foul on the edge of the area is not given as a foul, but possession retained, so I guess we're all good. St. Maxima to Neymar. Inside his man here. Is there the shot at the end of it? You know there is. I don't know what Mark's sort of upset about or exclaiming about. You've let your man go past you. Aneyza, with the slightest of reaction, takes a huge 3-0 lead. So good at the game is he. Mark has been written off all tournament long, only to have 2 upset wins, and there's a little bit of an upset of sorts. The ball deflecting back, and maybe, just maybe, that's the chance he needs to make this game on.
For the visitors.
And the hand he's currently dealt is defending this 2-goal advantage with his life.
Lovely pass inside, 1 extra pass. But at this stage, it's all about results. Conceding just 1 goal across these 2 legs. He comes in for another pass across, another onside. Firmino putting the cherry on top of the icing on this cake. If one thing is for certain, it should be a higher tempo game than our loser bracket round 3 encounter. Naylor AU does not like his opponents to sit. Sure, he can play that deep counter-attacking defense, but then he might switch it on you. Bring out a centre back. He is a little rusty as Aneyza with those warmed-up hams. The warm-up game complete, and he has the early 1-0 lead through R9. Perhaps the only time we can't give the competitors the praise directly. Goalkeepers sometimes used. Nothing Naylor can do about that one. Aneyza instantly out of feet onto the left of R9, and it is 2-0 to the men from Ground Zero Esports. Playing it a touch early perhaps. It's lovely pass and move though. Here it is. Cruyff back onto the right foot, then the lift, the heel to heel. It's all happening. Wham bam, thank you fam. Naylor AU is back into this contest.
And it's awesome to see the competitors opting to pass back to their goalkeepers in a lot of situations. A number and a chance straight away from Aneyza.
Aneyza with things a little stretched. St. Max. There's a man on the left-hand side. He can't find him though. Now he does. Mbappe, one more pass. The build-up is sensational, and the finish there to match. Aneyza with the 4-1 lead in this first leg, and that is sublime FIFA 21. The kit change has taken place, just in case you were wondering. Here is that man again. It's so hard to get the ball off him. Ronaldo, oh what a bait! And the finish to match! We as commentators certainly look on enviously at these teams. The glory days past. As Neymar hit top bins, are you kidding me? From the tightest of angles, Aneyza pulls the trigger and he don't miss. Naylor, you see, players rushing out, but not making the challenge. It'll leave spacing behind. The 2-on-1 for Aneyza. Lozano, the man in the middle. And that is game, set, and match.
We're just in the early stages of the competitive season, so every opportunity you get to play against a high-quality opponent, as Aneyza putting on a show. It's 7-2.
Nil, Greek Freak versus Aneyza in this Oceania qualifier. #1 grand final, and there is your first goal. And holding the ball in midfield. There we go, a good through ball, the keeper's out. The sliding challenge, Neymar sidesteps him and puts it into the back of the net, as casual as you like. That's a typical Aneyza response. Doing very well, he needs to force the reset. It's a lovely ball inside, the keeper's out of the way. St. Max with the easiest finish of his digital career, and there is advantage Aneyza. Finish in the early hours here in Australia, and I can never switch off. I was looking at my notes and thinking, we've not seen too many threaded through balls. What we get there is 2 bites at the cherry. Mike LaBelle, take your cliche and eat it, because there is Greek Freak leveling things up, and the celebration to boot. What an opportunity this is. All of a sudden, it's a 3-on-2. St. Maximin, the keeper bait, not used, the cutback, and the finish. A chance at one end and not taken. Aneyza says, thank you very much. I'm going to take back my lead and try and force this reset. There's a one-on-one battle, there's an extra run, a lovely pass, and the man is taken down. A huge moment in this contest. Thank you once more for getting Nene off it. R9 finds the bottom corner. This first contest. Pass not there. You see, he's not going to be rushed until he's happy. And that is a reasonably soft penalty. Greek Freak with not a huge reaction, suggesting he may have committed the manual tackle to give it away. We've seen him give away a few penalties, and that one is converted. Aneyza, for the first time really, the ascendancy is his. He has the lead in this decider. We're close to half-time. Neymar, ball inside, turn back. We've seen it all before. We've seen it yesterday and so many times today. And look at Aneyza, the finger wag. He is feeling good. He's got a lot more defending to do, you would think. No one coming to St. Max, and he can play the easiest ball for, I dare say, the easiest goal he will score all tournament. The fullback keeping him onside at the bottom of screen. There really is so much going on. What a move, Aneyza. R9 will not miss that. The big celebration. He is 4 goals to the good.
He just has the ability to bore you out of your brain and then punish you when you switch off.
And there it is again. The goals piling on. Greek Freak.
And just mistakes after mistakes from Greek Freak. It's becoming quite apparent that he's pretty much given up on this contest. And Aneyza will continue to pummel him in this contest.
Sometimes people might ask you, who are you going for? Come back to that in just a moment, because Aneyza immediately, after being scored upon, the flick, the finish. Oh my goodness me. And maybe it's just thinking about moments that he's had. Lovely ball over the top. Aneyza says, how about another one? I don't think we'll see.
And he's pulled off an incredible run through the losers bracket. And he hits the chip shot, making it 9-1.